CNN wanted to do a segment where people interact with police officers and get to ask them questions about the work that they do. Now, according to Mediaite, the CNN Tonight panel, which airs Tuesday night, is set to consist of 5 officers who have used deadly force in the course of their job. The cops will field questions from social media users responding to the campaign as part of a town hall discussion. Sounds like a really interesting segment. Except when you have a bunch of people in the country that are upset with cops using deadly force, you know you're going to get trolled, especially on Twitter. So people did take to Twitter and they put some interesting tweets up that I want to read to you guys. One person said, "I have a math question. If one black man has 0 guns, 0 knives, and 2 hands, how many bullets does it take to disarm him?"
Oh, Ben, CNN, how did you not know this was coming?
They think that this was a success, though, right? I mean, look, no matter what you do on the internet, you are going to get trolls. And to be honest with you, I'm loving this type of trolling.
This is the first time we're in favor of trolling.
Yeah. I don't even know if you can consider this trolling. I think that it's actually valuable social commentary.
Yeah, and they're not doing it to be jerks. They're doing it to make a point, and it's a legitimate political point, and it's not the first time we've loved it. Actually, a lot of these hashtags have been taken over by people who wanted to make a social or political point.
Yeah.
And this is another good example. What I'm amused by is that CNN has no concept of social media and was blindsided by this.
Yes, even though they're doing an entire segment dedicated to social media. By the way, of course, the hashtag they're using, AskACop. Another one, got both hands on the keyboard, cool if I reach for the remote, hashtag AskACop. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't it bother you even a little that so many of your colleagues keep getting away with murdering unarmed black people? Hashtag AskACop. So a lot of really harsh feedback. But again, CNN feels like they did the right thing. They think it's going to be an interesting segment. I want to watch it. I want to know what's going on, to be honest with you.
Hey, maybe they'll get a cop and they'll ask them all those questions.
That's true. No one's going to ask them these questions.
No, but CNN, if you're going to do it and you're going to say, okay, I'm doing a social media thing, well, do it then. Do it. Why bring on, one of these cops who've been defending all the cops out there that shot somebody. That meathead that was on MSNBC, Officer Fulmer from Cleveland, who threatened the wide receiver from the Browns and said, we do security at the stadium, you know that? And he says he needs an apology from himself. Bring him on and ask him all these questions. You want to do a segment? Do it right. Do it right. Just ask him. And by the way, what's the harm in asking him? Like, we might offend him. Ooh.
Well, you don't want to ask them hardball questions. I mean, you might need them to come back on your show in the future, so you don't want to offend them.
Okay, so, you wouldn't want to serve the audience that you asked to participate by actually asking their questions, which are, by the way, perfectly legitimate.